And good morning, everybody. Now, today we're going to go over some exchange trading. Now, I'm not going to go over using every different exchange because, well, they're all kind of different. But what is the same is Coinigy.com. Now, I use Coinigy for basically any of the swing trades or exchange purchases that I make, and it's phenomenal. It's a great tool. It's I think it's only like 16, maybe $20 a month, and it's very well worth it for everything that it gives you. It does pretty much everything you'll ever need and more. So basically what you do is if you look to the left here, these are all the different exchanges, okay, that you can connect through Coinigy. And once you connect it through API accounts, you can actively trade on any of these exchanges and any of the pairs offered on those exchanges right here on this screen. It's really simple and it's a beautiful thing. So I'm going to show you. So right now I'm on a basic Bitcoin USD pair chart, but I want to actually trade and I want to kind of know what's going on. So I'm going to, if you looked in the other lecture, I kind of showed you how to create your charts, and you just upload those, you save them, and then you can open them up anytime you want. So let's say I'm here and I'm looking at this chart and I'm thinking, all right, you know what? This is where things, starts to go down here, but this is where I know it's really going down. So this is basically where I would typically sell. So let's say I wanted to do that. I would just click sell order. All right. So I'm selling it, and as I'm moving this up, it changes the price. So if I were to move this, let's say I'm here and I know that these two are going to converge here, but it's, maybe the prices are up here. I'll probably just sell it here and see if anybody bites, right? And then once I've got this placed, I hit confirm sell, and then it puts in the sell order, and then I'll see a little notification down here as if it fills. Same thing with a buy. Let's see, if I'm down here and I'm kind of waiting something out, and I look at this crossover here and I'm thinking, all right, this is really on an uptrend. I want to go ahead and buy in before it gets too much further. I'd come up here and I'd click buy order. All right, and this is what it looks like. So I put my buy order in, trying to get as close to here as possible, and then confirm buy. And that's it. And then once any of those trades complete, you'll click over here and you'll look and you'll say, oh, my balance hasn't changed. Well, that's because you're going to actually have to go into balances and you'll have to refresh that API. You'll have to refresh it, which basically pulls in, anything that you have available there. So this is really, that's it. I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it. When you go into the markets and you've added a new chart, or let's say you add a new like here's Binance, okay? So let's say I've added the Binance API, then I'll be able to trade any of these pairs, all these pairs, I'll be able to trade any one of those right here on the screen. So basically, I've added the API, and I'm looking at Ethereum versus Bitcoin, right? So I click that, and then I can create set up my indicators, my chart, watch it, and then I can just put buy and sell orders in right here. Boom, boom, boom. It's super simple, and yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. There's no real big science to it. And there are other things available. There's arbitration matrix. I guess the chart scanner's coming through, crypto ticker, Newswire, Market Watch, Google Sheets, SMS alerts. This is like if I want to be alerted to, an order filling, or, the price reaches a certain point, I want to get a text message letting me know, that sort of thing. Here's the accounts, which you don't have the keys for. You've got that one, but you don't have the other ones. And so yeah, I mean, this is that's pretty much it in a nutshell. There really isn't much else. If you have any questions on this, let me know. Setting up the API accounts is actually pretty simple. Always use two-factor to protect everything, just like I said in the security lecture. But yeah, when you set these up, you're basically just going to go into the geez, excuse me, it's still so early. You're going to go into the exchange and grab the API. You'll see it. I mean, they're all pretty much there in your settings. It'll say grab your API key, and you'll just throw it in here, and that's pretty much it. So just to give you kind of an idea, one of the things that I do is I actually help budding investors or ICO traders or ICO investors and crypto traders get into the market. I have a lot of friends who do very well. They do a lot of different things. Me personally, I'm in mortgage finance. I have a lot of lawyer friends and things like that, and nobody has the time. They want to invest in ICOs, but they don't have the time to do all the research. They don't have the time to do a lot of this stuff, to investigate these ICOs, to keep tabs on things. So I do it for them, and then I get a percentage of that. These are a couple recent ICOs that I had, that I put positions in for some of my friends or clients, whatever you want to call them. And I wanted to kind of let you guys know a little bit about what happened. So I think Power Ledger, I think we got in at 5 cents, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was like 5 cents. And so this has gone, 3 times the value so far already. It was higher at one point. It's gotten as high as, all right, well, 22 cents looks to be about the peak where it was. And I think this is going to be a long-term hold. So I think we're going to hold this for a little while. Now, here's the tricky one. Icon, ICX, we got in here at 11 cents, right? And if you look at this, you're thinking, oh my gosh, and it's on hit BTC, but there's not a lot of volume. This ICO sold out in I think I got in within like 20 minutes, but I think the entire thing sold out in like 5 or 6 hours. So there are a lot of people that did not get in on this. So I'd be thinking, well, if this hit an exchange, why is the volume so low? It's because it hasn't really hit the exchange yet. It's not going to hit the exchange until December. Yesterday, this was at $1.99, and if you're looking at this, you're thinking, holy cow, man! If you bought an ether worth of Icon, at the ICO, you've already made $5 grand in profit because it's like 11 cents. But they're still doing all this stuff to confirm your residency, make sure you're not in the U.S., and there are a lot of things people are doing to get around that. But this is the kind of stuff to look for. This could be $20 at some point. This could be more than that. And so the total supply is 400 million tokens, so it's pretty significant, but it's nowhere near something like a Ripple or some of these others. So that's just kind of one of the things that I do to help people. And then once that's happened, I'll actually go in and I'll start charting it. So I want to look at Power Ledger and kind of get an idea as to what's happening with it. So right now it looks like it's preparing for another uptick, maybe not too much. It's been really kind of all over the place, up and down, but it's only up and down by like pennies at a time. So it's not a significant swing either direction. So you're not really going to, I guess you could, but I don't know if it'd be worth it. It wouldn't be worth swing trading this because it's just there's not enough volatility yet. And I don't think the volume's all that high yet. So, these are things to kind of look for. This is just a little side tip. I really just wanted to show you how to use Coinigy. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll get to them. And hopefully this was a little helpful. I will tell you, though, when you first start setting up Coinigy, it's definitely... it's a little bit confusing at first, just figuring out how everything kind of works together. So take your time with it, maybe experiment with the charts, and don't just jump in and try to set up everything all at once. It'll get a little confusing. But give it some time. Give it a week or two. Play with it. And if you're already very familiar with charts and interfaces like this, you should be fine. But it really is an amazing tool. It's like $20 a month. Very much well worth it. And hopefully this was helpful. Thanks, guys.